Once again, it's a privilege to be welcomed into your homes. Today, we are reading from Luke chapter 16, verse 1 to 8. Jesus said to his disciples, "A rich man had a steward who was reported to him for squandering his property. He summoned him and said, 'What is this I hear about you? Prepare a full account of your stewardship, because you can no longer be my steward.' The steward said to himself, 'What shall I do now that my master is taking the position of steward away from me? I'm not strong enough to dig, and I'm ashamed to beg. I know what I shall do, so that when I'm removed from the stewardship, they may welcome me into their homes.' He called in his master's debtors one by one. To the first he said, 'How much do you owe my master?' He replied, 100 measures of olive oil. He said to him, 'Here is your promissory note. Sit down and quickly write one for 50. Then to another he said, 'And you, how much do you owe?' He replied, 100 measures of wheat. He said to him, 'Here is your promissory note. Write one for 80. And the master commended that dishonest steward for acting prudently. For the children of this world are more prudent in dealing with their own generation than the children of light.' Sometimes the principal characters in the stories that Jesus tells leave a lot to be desired. The younger son of the father who left home comes to mind in the parable of the prodigal son. Very often, those characters who leave a lot to be desired have some redeeming feature to them. That younger son did make the journey home again, even if it was out of desperation. The reading gives us another example of a story in which the principal character is anything but a paragon of virtue. He is described as a dishonest steward who was wasteful with his master's property, yet he too had a redeeming feature. Perhaps Jesus is reminding us that everyone has some redeeming feature. The redeeming feature of the dishonest steward was his shrewd ability to take decisive action when his back was to the wall, so as to ensure that after he lost his job, there will be people who will be well disposed to him. Dear friends, Jesus' comments on the story suggest that we have something to learn, not from his dishonesty, but from his shrewdness, from his ability to take decisive action when required. Very often, our following of the Lord requires us to take decisive action to ensure that we continue to take the path the Lord is calling us to. Shalom. Peace.